Alrighty, the monthly wine blue box is here. Going to open it up, read about what's inside. Notice the red seal there. Thinking, too bad that wasn't wax, right?
That'd be cool if it was.
It's a Happy New Year flyer.
Oh, awesome.
And
that's the list.
that's the list.
A Happy New Year's flyer is just that. All staff reference users wine wish you a Happy New Year. And then of course it is get in, get wine, and be social.
That's it.
That's it. This time there are two different types. I believe one's a white and one's a red. So there's actually 4 bottles this month. The Rock Point Wines Golden Hill, Oregon is here in the States. 2014, it's a Pinot Noir, Oregon. That's the one on the left down there, the 2 bottles. Rock Point is located on the northern bank of the Rouge River in southern Oregon. The distinguished Rock Point Formation became the name of a small community founded by J.B. White in the early 1850s. That's been around a while. Rock Point has a colorful history consisting of the Rouge Indian Wars, gold mining, floods, the railroad, and orchards. Today, the only remainder of the community's history is the still standing Stagecoach Shop, the location of the Rock Point Hotel, a major stop along the California-Oregon stage line. Rock Point wines are created by Del Rio Vineyards in southern Oregon's River Valley between the Cascade and Siskiyou mountain ranges. The Del Rio estate looks over southern Oregon's Rouge River between the Cascade and Siskiyou mountain ranges. Their soil, rolling hills, alveolar fans, and southern exposure comprise a foundation of great winemaking. Del Rio builds on this foundation through a grower's sensitivity to the land and winemaker's intuition. With over 200,000 vines producing a diverse selection of grape varieties, Del Rio produces premium estate wines and is a key supplier for fine winemakers. This 2014 offering is 100% Pinot Noir and sourced from several blocks and clones on the Vineyard Del Rio Vineyard. The winemaking style was very traditional. A cold soak for 5 days, followed by fermentation on the skin for 10 to 18 days. Daily pump overs or push downs was made according to need. The aging took place in barrel and tanks to preserve the maximum fruit intensity. No fining was done to the wine. What is fining?
Refining.
It says fining, F-I-N-I-N-G. And only a rough filtration was made before bottling. As a result, this is a traditional Pinot Noir of southern Oregon. With deep red color, the wine opens with aromas of ripe strawberry, red cherry, and raspberry. The fruit elements are complemented with light floral aromatics. The vibrant red fruit flavors continue across the palate with interest and complexity provided by layers of forest, flora, spice, and tasty oak. Supple tannins and balanced activity provide an elegant earthy frame for the rich, ripe fruit of this classical Oregon Pinot Noir. Then the second one on there, the one to the right, the 2 bottles on the far right, I am going to butcher this name, Lu Wenkyo Family Vineyards in South Africa. Okay, this is cool. 2016 Ambassa Chenin Blanc Western Cape. As one of the Swartland's leading grape growers, Lu Wenkyo, I'm not even sure. Well, that means it's Leeuwinkuil. We got more vowels in there. Has played an under-the-radar role in the so-called Swartland Revolution, supplying grapes to most of its revolutionaries who set up shop in the shadows of the Padreberg and Kettleberg near the towns of Rebec Castile and Rebec West. These intrepid winemakers source their grapes from low-yielding, appropriate to locations, often bush vine, mainly dryland, largely old-fashioned vineyards with limited commercial viability to mainstream producers. As so eloquently described by Michael Fridge-Hone when opening the first Swartland Revolution weekend in November 2010. From these emerged top-quality Chenin Blanc and Shiraz, and interesting road-style blends which have attracted the attention of international and national media as the up-and-coming wine area in the Cape Winelands. Leeuwinkuil, the historic farm in the Padre area of the Swartland, has been chosen as the name for this winery because it symbolizes the pioneering spirit of the Dreyer family, whose forefathers protected their cattle from the Cape Lion. Willie and Emma Dreyer and their 5 children live on the farm in the immaculately restored manor house surrounded by the original farm. This offering is sourced from 100% Chenin Blanc over the years. Chenin Blanc has emerged as the signature white wine of the Western Cape, and Ambassa produces a rendition with engaging aromas and flavors of peach, marzipan, quince, honey, and grass. These notes are complemented by a delicate yet rich texture. It's complex enough to savor solo, but also extremely food-friendly. Pair with pork chops with applesauce or sweet and sour chicken. And that is it for what it says about the wines. Now, hand me a bottle with the say on the back of the bottle. Let's see. Tells where they're located. This is the Oregon one. This is the one that's here in the States. J.B. White in the early 1850s. So the community was actually founded by him in the 1850s, not the winery, I don't believe. Consisting of... Hey, this one doesn't have the amount of alcohol in it. Oh, it's gotta have it. Yeah, that's just what's actually on the... They've even got a website. No, I don't see. This says... Nope. Huh. It is 2014 though. It does have a year date on it. Oh, there it is on the front. This is 13%. So the red there again is probably higher than the white. There's the red. The white is the one, this is this year. No, last year, 2016. This is the one that's from South Africa, which is just fascinating. And it is actually produced by them and then shipped into the country. That's cool. And that's just a write-up on the back of that about the winery. The other ones, the other 10 had a little bit different. No, I take it back. The white is the same alcohol content. It's 13. This time they're exactly the same.
So there we have it. A little wine, a lot of learning. There you go.
Yep.
Get in, get wine, get social.